Well, look, I did think as soon as Dominic Raab was forced to resign that it was going to become open season in terms of the blob trying to force other Brexiteers out. And surprise, surprise, you're seeing Suella Braverman, it looks like, being targeted under pressure now. I regard her as one of the few proper Conservatives at the top level of the government, someone who actually talks, imagine this, about reducing the levels of legal net migration and leaving ECHR. But it does look like, as others are noting, that the woke blob is now coming for Suella Braverman, who it seems made the mistake of actually trusting civil servants, that you're now seeing what's being described as a smear campaign targeting Braverman after she's repeatedly spoken out in favour, as I said, of what I regard to be a proper Conservative agenda, accused of apparently asking civil servants to help organise a private driving awareness course. Now, Conservative MP Miriam Cates hitting back at this, saying it's extremely worrying that the Home Secretary is now being subjected to personal attacks and a concerted effort to discredit her, and pointing out that she's been very vocal about the need to put proper limits on legal migration, which is apparently a contentious issue in a Conservative government now. And, you know, you only have to look at reports like this in the Express, that as soon as Raab went, others were speculating as to who the blob were going to take out next. It was obvious that Suella Braverman was going to be targeted. An MP there quoted as saying she's the only one left with a backbone and the only one left who was a serious Brexiteer, not a sellout, a former Whitehall insider, speaking to the Express there, saying they, referring to civil servants, hate Brexiteers and they loathe Tories, that those of us who supported Brexit had to hide it from our colleagues for fear of being disciplined or not promoted, that even the Brexit department they filled with a group of Remainers who openly talked about trying to stop Brexit, that they've sat in meetings with senior officials and diplomats who've openly mocked government ministers, that they all read The Guardian like an in-house magazine, and that the idea that the civil service is politically neutral is just a lie, and that they are convinced there's been an attempt to take out ministers. Look, aside from Suella Braverman, I certainly hope that she doesn't resign, that she stands firm. Increasing talk that if the Conservatives do lose the next election, as looks increasingly likely, perhaps she'll make another run at the leadership. And I certainly think, I repeat the point, she's someone who could deliver a proper Conservative agenda. It seems regardless of that, urgent reform is needed in terms of the civil service. Perhaps now we should begin viewing it similar to the BBC, you know, the idea that there's political neutrality there. I mean, you really do have to be incredibly naive to believe that. At the end of the day, the Conservatives have had a big majority for a while now, and if they think urgent reforms for more effective government are necessary, then they should go ahead and stop complaining about the system and actually change it. But let me know what you make of all of that in the comments below, guys. I will keep bringing you all the latest on this and more, so please do wrap this video a quick thumbs up, and of course, as ever, cheers for watching.